Congratulations on the new job. Feel you've seized it.
So excited. It's a massive privilege for me to be named the manager of the club. I feel like the time has arrived, and I don't know, I just have excitement, energy, and that's what I would like to transmit to people.
In football, some stories are so unbelievable that fans can only dream about them. What if I told you there was a season where Arsenal didn't just win the Premier League, they destroyed Manchester City's dynasty? A season where Mikel Arteta, the student, finally defeated Pep Guardiola.
Circuit to be greeted by hundreds and thousands of fans right now celebrating their Premier League trophy.
Like it. I hope you can understand the magnitude of the noise. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Fans here have been waiting all day for this moment. In fact, they've been waiting 22 years to welcome that Premier League trophy.
The Master. A season where Arsenal ended 22 years of pain, frustration, and heartbreak. 4 years, Arsenal fans watched Manchester City dominate English football. Every season seemed to end the same way. City lifting trophies, Pep Guardiola smiling, and Arsenal wondering what could have been. They came close, painfully close. But close doesn't make history. Winning does. Then came the season that changed everything. Arteta had spent years building this team. Every transfer, every tactical adjustment, every difficult decision, all leading to one goal: bringing Arsenal back to the top of English football. At first, nobody believed they could do it. Pundits said Manchester City were too strong, too experienced, too dominant. Some even predicted Arsenal would fall away before Christmas. But inside the Emirates, something felt different. The players believed. The fans believed. And most importantly, Arteta believed. Week after week, Arsenal kept winning. The defence became a wall. The midfield controlled games. The attack terrified opponents. While Manchester City looked unstoppable to everyone else, Arteta was quietly preparing the blueprint to beat them. Because he knew Pep better than anyone. He had learned from him, worked beside him, studied every detail of his football philosophy. And now, he was ready to use that knowledge against him. The title race was heading toward one moment, one match, one night that would decide everything. Arsenal versus Manchester City, Arteta versus Pep, student versus master. And nobody knew that football history was about to change forever.
Either your first home game as Arsenal manager, you've just worked with the players on the pitch for the first time. Still emotional, this, or is it work now?
It's still emotional, very much. I'm really excited. Obviously, it's a big challenge coming up here tomorrow for me, but at the same time, I'm very excited and passionate about the game tomorrow.
The entire football world was watching. Arsenal versus Manchester City, the biggest game of the season, the match that could decide the Premier League title. 4 years, this was the moment where Arsenal would stumble. The pressure, the expectations, the fear of failure. But this Arsenal team was different. From the first whistle, Arteta's plan was clear. They didn't sit back. They didn't play scared. They attacked. Every pass had purpose. Every tackle carried intensity. Every player looked ready to fight for history. Manchester City tried to control possession. They tried to dictate the tempo. But for the first time in years, and suddenly the impossible no longer felt impossible. The title was in Arsenal's hands. But there was still work to do. The final weeks of the season felt endless. Every match felt like a cup final. One mistake could destroy everything. The pressure grew. The headlines grew. The expectations grew. Yet Arsenal kept winning. Again, and again, and again, until finally, the day arrived. 90 minutes separated Arsenal from immortality. The final whistle blew. Players collapsed to the ground. Some laughed. Some cried. Some simply stared into the crowd, unable to believe what had happened. 22 years. 22 years of waiting. 22 years of hearing rival fans celebrate. 22 years of disappointment. Gone. In one unforgettable moment. Inside the stadium, grown men cried. Families hugged. Children witnessed something their parents had waited a lifetime to see. The Premier League trophy was finally returning home. As red and white confetti filled the air, Arteta stepped forward. The same manager many doubted. The same manager many wanted replaced. The same manager who never stopped believing. He lifted the trophy high above his head. The crowd erupted. North London erupted. The football world watched. And in that moment, one truth became impossible to deny. Mikel Arteta had done what many thought could never be done. He ended Arsenal's curse. He brought the Premier League back to Arsenal. And perhaps most importantly, he proved that even the greatest dynasties eventually fall. Because on this historic season, the apprentice became the master, and Arsenal became champions once again.